Alright, so I got the Mario Oreos a week and a half early. Walmart shipped it early for some reason. I have 2 packs here, and we're gonna rate all of the designs because they taste the same as regular Oreos, so the only difference should be in design. Alright, I took my headphones off because I realized the Oreos don't make sounds. I think the hardest part here is actually gonna be finding the designs. We might not even get all of them because there's 16. I don't know, we're gonna try to find them. Okay, so the first design here looks like a spiny, I think. I think it's a spiny, I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely a spiny. The eyes look a bit interesting. I don't know if you can, like, see that. Also, fun fact, the design's only on one side. You can see here, this is just the Oreo logo. This is where the spiny is, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why. That sounds pretty good. I'd say the eyes are a tiny bit off, but other than that, it's fine. Alright, next one's gonna be Koopa Troopa. We're going in order of me finding them, not in order of like the actual Mario cast. So next up we have Koopa Troopa. Again, one-sided. This one's interesting because like they did like a ripple effect, so like there's multiple outlines to it. It looks kind of interesting in that regard. But it's a Koopa Troopa. I'd say it's pretty neat. Alright, continue on. We have Bowser Jr. This one's interesting because like they kind of went for like a toon aesthetic here of like, you know how Mario characters have like 2D art and they look different in the 2D art? This is like a 2D art style of Bowser Jr., which honestly it looks kind of good. The eyes are like interesting, but I do like that they made the nose like actual textured. It's kind of cool. Alright, so next up we have Toad. I realized that the light is not catching some of these guys, so I'm just gonna like swerve it there while I talk. So Toad it's a pretty neat design. The proportions are a bit off. It's kind of wide. I don't know why it's wide, but it just is. It's okay. I'd say this is like an interesting one, probably middle of the pack because it's not great. It might be low on the tier list. I don't know. I haven't seen the other ones yet. Alright, so after that we have Goomba. Again, I'm going to swerve in the light just to make sure. I really like this one. They did the ripple outline effect like they did with Koopa Troopa. I think it looks really nice. I think they did a good job with it, and since the Goomba is like centered and its whole entire thing fits within, it looks better than Koopa's like just the top half. So I really like this one. Next up is the Fire Flower, and well, I mean, could be an ice flower technically, but like it's a fire flower, let's face it. So the Fire Flower is interesting because for this one, like, it's actually, there's no real change between it and like the Oreo. It kind of looks identical, but it's a bit wider than usual. I don't know why they did that, maybe just to fit the cookie. I think it looks pretty nice. I'd say middle of the pack for sure though. So far we've actually had all different designs in the middle row. I don't know if you're gonna need multiple packs to get all the designs after all. But this is Luigi. I really like this one because instead of going for like a generic, you know, stock photo of Luigi and just putting that onto an Oreo, they actually went for a front-facing perspective here, which kind of looks neat to me, and I think it's gonna be nice knowing that Luigi is staring you in the face as you are eating him. Don't clip that. Alright, so next up we have the mushroom. I don't know if this is a running theme across the Mario Oreos. This one is a bit cracked, as you can see, and the stuff is like a bit squished. I don't know why it's like that, but there's a lot more stuff in these than usual, which I'll take. But either way, from what I can tell, the mushroom's pretty nice. It has a little ring aesthetic to it. It's not like an outline, it's just kind of circles around it, which is kind of neat to differentiate it from the rest. But overall, it's a mushroom. What else can you say? Alright, so something interesting to note, I just got another mushroom. So this one's not cracked, but yeah, there are multiple of each design in a pack, so you might not get all of them. However, next up we have Blooper. I wouldn't expect them to put in a Blooper in a pack like this and omit people like Daisy, but sure, whatever. Again, a little rippled outline that seems to be a running theme with the enemies, which is kind of a neat running theme because it looks kind of cool. It's very different from the other designs because you have like, I mean, it's a squid obviously, but like the middle is interesting because of the eyes and the outline of the eyes. So that one's going to be an interesting one. Overall, I think it's pretty neat. Okay, so next up we have a star. I thought they did it wrong for a second, but it was just upside down. So for the star, for some reason this one has a lot of stuff. I don't know why. That's just an inconsistency with these Oreos, I guess. The stars, I don't know why, it's with every company that does Mario collaborations, they always get the eyes wrong. The eyes are always too big, I don't know why, but, the eyes are slightly too big on this one. This is the first one I'm gonna knock because the design is just straight up not accurate. Like, if it was just a bit wider, but no, everything else is, like, even. It has a little star ripple outline, which I'll admit is kind of neat, but the eyes bring it down a bit. Alright, so after that we have Yoshi. This is an interesting one because it's like not art we've seen before. I'm sure we have at some point in time, but it looks like a new kind of pose for Yoshi. He's kind of running like a 3D world character. I don't know why. That's the first thing that comes to my mind, but it is. Yeah, overall I'd say this one's pretty neat. There's a bit of an interesting gap here. I don't know if those are supposed to be like his eyelids. They look kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, pretty neat. So after that, we have a coin, and wow, did they do the coin well. I'm gonna say this is my favorite one so far, because the design is actually, like, strangely accurate for being on a cookie. I don't know why they made it so well. And then this little swirl outline around it, it was not necessary, but it's there, and that's pretty cool. Alright, so after that, we have a piranha plant, and wow, this one actually looks really good too. I'd say so far I definitely like the enemies more than the actual characters, which is kind of funny. But yeah, the piranha plant design is like, it's really intricate, and they made all the spots and stuff, and even the teeth, and even like the outline of the flowers. Like, you can tell these Oreos were made with care, and that's kind of cool. Alright, so next up we have Mario. Look at that. Mario's the same case with Luigi. He's front facing, which is again something we don't see very often, but it's kind of neat to see it in the 2D art style that I mentioned before. It's Mario. What else can you say? We've seen him so much, it's hard to be like, oh, it's Mario! You know, it's Mario. It's a decent cookie, what can I say? A Boo transferring over into an Oreo is kind of interesting because the features are so close together, but they did a good job of differentiating it, and yeah, it's pretty neat. Alright, right next to the Boo was a Bowser. That's awesome. So yeah, this is Bowser. This is interesting. I don't know how I feel about this one because it looks just slightly off. I don't know what they did, but he looks off. So I don't know how to feel about it. It's Bowser? I don't know, maybe I'll call this one like Bowsy or something. Alright, so that is all of the Mario Oreos. Let me know if you enjoyed. Just to confirm, they did confirm it, these do taste the same as normal chocolate Oreos, so they're not mushroom flavored, don't worry. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you want more Oreo cookie reviews, I'm not doing more, so don't subscribe for that, but subscribe for my other content. Yeah. Cool cookies.